Hi guys, me again. On my own again, but never mind. Right, what am I doing? I've been doing those little bowls. You've seen some of that. Now, a few videos back, I did the monkey puzzle one, and I said I wanted to leave it for a few days to dry. It's dried. Okay, I turned it thin. It's dried. The outside is nice. That's still finished quite well. I've got to do the sort of foot out. There was a little bit of a cracking around the knot, not cracking, but it sort of opened up a bit. I've put some super glue in that, seems to be okay. There's a little bit of tear just on that bottom there, but I left a little bit on that bottom, and I said I'd come back and finish this off and take another pass, so I couldn't get a good enough finish cut on it while it was so wet. Now, problem I've got, it has slightly warped, so I'm going to see how I get on with that. I'm going to pop it in my chuck because it's thin. I had to turn it thin to get it to dry in the time that I wanted, but it's got a little bit of it's just moved slightly, but I haven't got to do too much, and luckily the little bit that there is needing cleaning up is on the, now how can I put this, on the low spots rather than the high spots. If you say the high spots are the bit that's moved away, the lower spots, so I should actually be able to get a little clean up on that and across the bottom, because I've got enough on the bottom. So I'm going to have a little go at just cleaning it up, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a sand and see what I can get. Okay, see how I can finish this up. So yeah, I'm going to give it a try. I thought you might like to see, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom you in and get you in here. I'm going to raise you up a little bit, and that way I don't tend to block you, and I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, oh sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let me just there we go. Hopefully you will be able to see what I'm doing from there, and let's go for it. Right, now my tool of choice to do this clean up, always the way, it's going to be a spindle gouge first off, for me to get a fine cut down here. It's funny because there's nothing on the outside, but you can feel those ridges of the grain on the inside. They've actually popped up quite a bit, so we'll be dealing with that. Right, I might have to use a couple of different tools, but I'm going to start with the spindle gouge. So we'll start up. You can see where the wobble is up. You can see with my finger where it bounces. Okay, and on the inside, not quite so bad. It should be all right. So I'm going to try and just come in and pick up the cut here. Yeah, we can just about hear it. Now this spindle gouge has got a 55-degree bevel on it. That allows me to get around that bottom curve there, see? Without coming off the bevel. So I can maintain that cut all the way, right the way across to the bottom. Right the way across to the centre there. Right, okay. I can feel that little ridge there. Yep, that ridge is gone. That's feeling quite nice actually. I know a lot of people would use a scraper and stuff on this, but I'm not into using scrapers. Okay, it's not my thing. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with people that do. That's fine. It's not my thing. So I do what makes me happy. tricky bit here is we've got that knot on the bottom. But I think cutting that little bit there. Let's give me, oh no, it's gone, that's it, I've done it. Little one there. And that's it, all good. Right, there we go. Should be able to sand that. It feels smooth, feels nice. See, the trick there is to come in and float the bevel, but don't push the bevel. You can't push the bevel on at all. It's got to really float. You've got to get everything lined up. But I reckon now I can come in and sand this. I have to clean all that muck out of it first. Yeah, that tear out's gone. So I can come in. Oh, we're nice and thin. Yeah, that's all good. Knots held in. That's looking quite good actually. So let's get that started. Let's get a bit of dust extraction on. Yeah, it feels nice actually. A little bit awkward on that front because, like I say, it has walked a little bit, but I'm going to leave it with that. I'm not going to try and clean that walking up. That feels nice actually. Nice and thin, that's all nice, no tear out on that. All looks nice. And feels like where that knot is. Another little bit just for where that knot is there. That's better. That's all right. Right, okay, let's see if I can get the bottom taken off. Right. Yeah, it looks nice actually inside. Sorry if I was taking that out. Right, I've got to take that bottom bit off now. So, let me take you out a little bit. Now I'll just take you out a little bit so you can see pretty much what I'm doing. Now I think it's going to have to go on my cold jaws, I think. Which is a real pain, because that means I have to turn my speed down. A little bit. Sure this will go in. I think it'll go in. Will it go in? I'm sure I fitted this in the other day. Yeah, the buttons have moved slightly, that's all. Go on. That's in. Go on. Go on. It's just that like that button's moved slightly. There we go. There's plenty of room. It's just the buttons had moved a little bit and they were catching on it. They twist, don't they, bloody things. A pain in the butt. I don't like cold jaws. I really don't. I shouldn't say that when I'm going to use it, because it'll probably throw me bowl off now. Just to say, well, don't use me then. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a... But it is out of shape. The bowl's got a slight out of shape bit there, so I'm going to have to go with it. It's going to be a rustic bowl, this one. It's going to be what it is what it is. Okay, so I've got to turn that speed down. Let's see how it goes. Get a bit of speed on it. I need a little bit of speed. Need a little bit of speed for turning. Right, let's use a small spindle gouge here. Gentle cuts because we've got that knot there, remember. Slow everything right down because we're turning a lot slower because of the cold draw, so we've got to turn slower there. Right, that's all alright. There, nice little bit there. Come on, get this. Feels a bit awkward because, like I say, it is a little bit out of shape. That all feels alright. Feels nice. That's it. I'm not doing no patterns on the bottom because I've got that lovely knot there, so I don't need to put any detail on there. It's got detail of its own. So I've got this slight line here, just there, because it's out of shape. It's a little bit awkward to clean that little bit there. I can't leave it like that though, so I'm going to have to try. Just get rid of that little bit. I think that got it. I think that got it. That's the thing when things go a bit out of shape, you know, out of round. Get a fresh bit of paper in. There we go, that got it. There. That should be all right. Yep. Got rid of it all. So I cleaned that up. So let's now try and get this out again. Came out easy. There we go. We actually managed to clean that up all right. So I quite like the fact that it's warped. Yeah, I quite like the fact that it's warped. Take that off. I'm going to take this off. Pop that back up there where he lives. You bring you out a bit on that camera. I didn't actually take you back in, did I? No. Oh well. There we go. I'll bring you down a bit. And that way a little bit. There we go. Right, okay. Take this off. Yeah, I didn't actually zoom you back in, did I? So sorry about that, guys. But you can see what I was doing there. You all know how to take a foot off. You don't need me to show you that. Right, okay. Let's clean this up a little bit, and then I'm going to put a bit of oil in this, and I'm going to put a kitchen towel, put it down here. I'm just going to use oil, and I'm using that oil I told you I got the other day. This came out. Oh, I'm going to put some gloves on. Sorry guys, but I don't want to get my hands all oily. Yeah, this is the oil I got, a finishing oil I got the other day from B&Q's, because it's a nice clear one and it works really. I love it with this. It's very thin, very thin. It's got tongue oil in it, and get the lid off. It soaks in really well. It actually comes out. It's got a little bit of like a methylated spirits look to it when it comes out. I'm gonna put the lid on because if I don't, I'm bound to knock it over and I'll lose it all. Yeah, when you see it in there, it is a really thin oil. But oh my god, does it soak in nice. I mean, that literally, it's that wood has just swallowed that up. Actually, I'll have to put some more. We'll have to put some more because it's just swallowed that straight away. So what I'll do is I'll put my lid up there. I'll put some more inside. So it comes out. It's actually got a slight purple tinge to it, a bit like methylated spirits. but it is oil, a finishing oil. And some more on that. I'm literally soaking this with it because it soaks it in. This will soak it all up. Might look like a lot. It's even has a slight like spirit smell to it. It's weird. It's a funny thing, but I must say it's really, really good. It doesn't leave it glossy shiny like this. It dries in. It doesn't go dull. It's got like I said the other day. It's got like a satin shine, like a silk. Really, really nice. But it goes into that grain. It really soaks that oil in. Look, you can see straight away. It's like it must have a spirit base in it as well, and that evaporates pretty quick and leaves the oil inside with it. I suppose I should take the time to read up everything on it, what it says all on it, shouldn't I really? But I don't bother. All I know is it works. And what I found was when I being it's an oil, it's really weird because I put it on and it all soaks in. It actually says on there, let me just put the lid on so I don't spill it. Now, finishing oil, okay. Right, a superior blend of resins and tung oil. That's what it is. Durable finish for interior wood, neutralizes and enhances the colour of the wood. Okay. And yeah, you put it on and leave it, and you can build it up with more and more coats. But if you look at that, that's gone into the wood and that soaks in. And I found I could buff that. You can put a wax on it afterwards once it's dry. I just leave it to dry, but my God, doesn't that, look at those the grains that come out, and look at those colours. Look at the colours on that wood. Look, the knot there. Look at those colours that have come out, and on that inside there, those colours that have come out. And we managed to finish up that nicely. We managed to get rid of all that little bits of tear out there have gone, and yeah, that come out really nice. Now the one I did the other day, I did in this oil, and I left it for about 3 days after I'd oiled it, so it had all soaked in. And then what I did is I just buffed it a little bit with some towel, buffed it, and then I sprayed a lacquer over it. I thought, I'm going to just see what happens. I sprayed a lacquer over it. The lacquer took perfect over the top, which I would have thought an oil base, it wouldn't. Because it's oil, I thought it's probably going to bleed. I thought I'd take the chance just to see what comes out. It actually worked. And the bowl that I did with it, I'll have to show you it. It's the other one of these. And it's actually come out and it's sealed in that shine. It's got a beautiful gloss, shiny finish to it. With a coat of lacquer sprayed over the top, which I wouldn't have thought I could have done with oil. But, well, you wouldn't do with oil. But this stuff, absolutely fantastic. B&Q's, there you go. Colron, restoring furniture since 1927. So there you go. I think they know what they're doing. If they ain't got it by now, they never will. Right, so there we go, guys. Thank you for joining me. That's that little monkey puzzle bowl finished. Okay, and some beautiful, the grain swells and stuff in it, all these ripples here, but there's the feel is fine now. It's flat, there's no bumps to it. Got some patterns going all over the place. Yeah, it's beautiful. Right, thank you for joining me, guys, and I will see you. Sorry, I should have zoomed that up a little bit really, shouldn't I, so you could actually see it right. If I go where my headstock is, then you can see it better. So there you go. Okay, hopefully that's coming into view, and you can see already that's going dull. It's sort of going as a satin, and what you do is you leave it to dry, and then you can buff it up, and you get a bit of a buffing on it, and it's pretty good stuff actually. So there we go, guys. I will see you now on the next one. So toodle pip.